Hello everybody, my name is Professor Rad, and today we're going to talk about the commutative property in kind of a weird way. So we know that addition and multiplication are commutative, and that is something that sort of, at this point in our lives, is just something we know, we don't have to think too hard about. So I wanted to do a couple of weird examples that we have to think a little harder about, so that our brain grows a few more grooves to help us remember this concept. So I've invented a new operation called heart. And it says, let's let heart be the operation on natural numbers that takes the first number and multiplies it by one more than the second number. So, for example, let's say I want to find 8 heart 4. So it's going to take the first number, so 8 heart 4 is going to take the first number and multiply it by one more than the second. So 1 more than 4 is 5. And 8 times 5 is going to be 40. Now let's see what happens if we change the order. So we have 4 heart 8. So I'm going to take that first number and multiply it by one more than the second. So 1 more than 8 is 9. And 4 times 9 is 36. So, do we think that heart is commutative? Well, when we changed the order between the 4 and the 8, we got different answers. So no, it's probably not commutative. In fact, it's definitely not, because we showed that it's not. Let's do another weird example. So here, we're going to let diamond be the operation on natural numbers that squares each number and then adds them together. So let's find 8 diamond 4. So I've got to square 8. That means 8 times 8, which is 64. Then I have to square 4. 4 times 4 is 16. So I've squared each number, and then I'm going to add them together. So 64 plus 16 is going to be 80. All right, let's see what happens when we change the order. Instead of the 8 being first and then the 4, what happens if we put the 4 first and then the 8? So we're going to square each number. 4 squared is 16. 8 squared is 64. And then I add them together. So 16 plus 64 is going to be 80. So did we get the same answer either way? Yeah. So this is good evidence that diamond might be a commutative operation. It doesn't mean that it definitely is, but it does seem to give us indication that it might be. Okay, so in our next video, we'll take a look at a different property that instead of changing the order, we're going to change those things from the last video. We're going to change the groups, and we'll see if that makes a difference. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.